There was a cartoon in the last year that showed President Bush with scissors clipping the Constitution into the shape of a crown that he could put on his head. And one of the themes that we struck was arrogation of power into the unitary executive and a violation with the signing statements and other refusals to testify or be accountable and secrecy, that basically they were upending the traditional balance of powers such as it is. But I think it's also important to understand that we're in a crisis that impeachment itself will not solve. That even if we were to win this and impeach both Bush and Cheney, and when it first came up I used to say you better impeach Cheney first, because the joke in DC is that if Cheney dies of a heart attack, Bush could become president. And, you know, but even if you could do all that, and I'm not saying it's not worth fighting for, the deeper dilemma is that the machinery of government created in the 1700s when communication and travel was a horse and a boat, of representative democracy that's now extended representation to congressional districts of 400,000 to 600,000 people, can't work. It's obsolete. And until we address what needs to be done, because Jefferson said we'd have to have a revolution every 20 years to keep the power from accreting back into the hands of the people. It's been a little longer than that, folks. And I think the first thing is a revolution in vision, a revolution in thinking about how would we envision real democracy in a time when we have instant communication, instantaneous travel, and mass communication, and the ability to actually use the commonwealths that still exist of the media and the schools to teach real history and to bring people up to date on issues and have full debates of issues and decide, have the people decide the policies. George Washington on the way out said that policy decisions belong to the people as a whole, and political parties put those back in the hands of a few. And I think we're trapped in a paradigm that comes from a time before us, and we need now to envision, as Jefferson himself admitted, his own children would probably have to reinvent the democracy that he was handing them. Franklin told a woman walking out of the Constitutional Convention, we have a republic, madam, if you can keep it. Well, we're not only losing the republic, that republic was also in its inception a loss of democracy itself. So we're 2 steps back. And it's really a time when, if we don't see this as the crossroads and make this change, global history, human history, planetary history is going into the nightmare path. But we have the power, we have the smarts, we have the will, hopefully, to do something different. And people in this country are in the best position to restore real democracy to the world.